Delgado is stacked.
Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here. In the Valero Alamo Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Bulls is way forward. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the...
Why is this guy in the game?
It's first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll ride the hot hand.
This team,
G
left them undoubtedly stacked. Go figure.
The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
My stuff got messed up.
The short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Dropping back, it's Vasco. They'll run the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep.
Good punt.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So South Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
Oh, shit.
And it falls
That-
incomplete, but that
I didn't have a chance to even read it because I saw a guy coming right at me.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the
Oh, that was bad, Chris.
while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Back open in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
And the Jaguars have this offense rolling. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
So lame.
He's ridden to the ground
Come
with
on,
their
man.
zone
I don't
flag
need that kind of
down.
stuff
Let's
right
check the
now.
call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I know, right? There was no even shot for that to be a hole.
Easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lopez to pass. Quick strike complete. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
Oh, there you go. Get you some.
He was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true...
It's complete! Into the end zone!
In a bucket.
Touchdown!
Get out of here.
Alabama. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been
He's almost underthrown,
in a short
too.
period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
David, given the fact that you are a
Yeah, it worked out. It was a little close.
I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory. Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On third down, going up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt.
Oh, I thought I saw the hole. God darn it.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback will audible. Lopez wants to fire. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass.
Oh, block, dude. Block. You were supposed to cut over there and block.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw.
Hold the ball,
and
dude.
He really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh, no, I had him. Oh, my God, I had him. I accidentally pump faked it. Tapped it too fast.
They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
I missed it. Jesus, I suck at field goals. Terrible. I take a 2-score lead right there, and if I go punch that touchdown in, I think I bury them. Now I just opened up the door.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To throw, it's Vasco. And the quarterback is snowed under. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think that...
Looking for a deep man. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Lopez to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Oh, no.
The end zone and it's picked off.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing
Sweet pick for the computer. God dog it.
Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Needed a cheap touchdown.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's caught downfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice. It's now showing up here on the ground.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for an open man on second down. To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Looking to throw, it's Vasco. They're bringing heat. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long.
I had an opportunity to put it away, dude.
In our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things
Giving them
today
chances.
in San Antonio as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big
4-minute
plays.
drive with a touchdown
If you
here.
ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. That's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
The give out of the gun. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. The give to the fullback. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the fullback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And you've got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally. Okay, those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball, give them a bone.
Ooh, I don't like this.
The Jaguars with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Open space at the 25. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
This is good.
Okay, everybody's looking all right.
David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Right back to the well.
Take 4 yards.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Relying on the run,
Shit.
he gets a couple before
Wanted
he's
more
knocked
than
down
that.
at the 13. defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. Ninth snap coming. It's 3rd and 4. They'll run it to the right. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Movement here from the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguars! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Ready to try the point after.
Oh, you're watching me. Thanks,
And
G.
the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown
Just
lead.
grind it out, man. Do the best I can. I'm not a magician with the offense.
The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. 1st down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Vasco. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Offense in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They think there's room to run to the right here. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They move the tight end all over. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Just feeds the running back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Jaguars trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now this offense is back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route. Hung on to the
my
football.
fault. God dog it.
Can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that ball is picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this
Oh, shit!
Ball in the air and
Oh. I hate myself for that. Should just threw that one away. That was bad.
this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2.
That was bad.
Has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw. It's Vasco.
Oh!
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from a lot.
Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They're going to call roughing the passer.
He's brought down, but
no, they're not. Come on. Come on.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty.
That's weak.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. He's got it on the move. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The defense
should have run the clock out. God, so
they try
stupid.
to get their act together. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. To the air, it's Vasco. Getting some heat.
Oh.
It's caught. It's a
Torched
touchdown.
me.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one,
Cannot believe I gave up that touchdown.
Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Stupid.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
Going up top on first down. He's got it. He's down.
Why I keep pressing timeout?
Pass on that one. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Alabama.
was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Somebody get his ass.
Pocket starts to collapse. Gets away.
Oh, my God.
And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.